Alright. Just a second. Okay.
Thanks, John. Thank you for telling me. Are we?
Alright.
Tell me if we're live.
So, yep, we're live.
Oh, hi guys. I got nothing to say at this point because we just got some news.
We were just setting up.
Yeah.
When we got told some
bad news that happened.
Heartbreaking news.
Yeah.
You want to say it?
Yeah. Stan Lee, the man who created Spider-Man, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Captain America, all your favorite Marvel heroes of all time, just died.
At the age of 95.
Yeah.
And, in a way, it's sort of weirdly, depressingly poetic considering he was a veteran that he died on Veterans Day.
I don't really know how to feel.
I know how to feel.
I had a full layout and everything for today on this podcast, but then just right after I went to go get water, John just told us Stan Lee just died. I wasn't I thought he was just
I thought you sprained a knee because you sounded so distraught.
I am distraught. Dude,
I'm still distraught
I don't know how to
too.
feel. This is just
it's weird for me because I've Marvel property kind of stuff has been around for basically all my life essentially.
Same, man. Same.
I think I got first introduced to it
through
Spider-Man, the Spider-Man films.
Tobey Maguire for me, dude.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire, the best dude.
Yeah. Well, as a Spider-Man.
Yeah, as Spider-Man, I know. I'm sorry, it's just
But yeah, that's how I remember it, and then I remember knowing who Stan Lee was from when Marvel films started having cameos with him and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and now
I thought that was super cool. I got to figure out who was that guy, and then just soon after just learning about he's the creator of Marvel and just all these cameos are awesome to see in every Marvel movie. It's
and now depending on what film we get to when he died, we'll probably won't be able to see those anymore.
Yeah.
It's the end of a legacy, and it's weird because even up to the point and up to his last final days, he was still going out everywhere talking about Marvel and being so crazy happy about it.
How he loves where it's going so far, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah, and dude, it was just through some guy who wanted to make comic books, and now he created a fucking legacy, an empire, an absolute empire.
Yeah. I feel he was the kind of person to look up to never give up, you know?
Yeah, dude,
people made fun of him because of his ideas and all that. Yeah, but that didn't stop him.
Fucking man who crawls around like a spider. And now look, he created the most successful franchise ever made.
Yeah, super soldier who punched Nazis.
Well, I feel in the 1930s people could get behind that though.
Yeah.
But still, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Just a super soldier who a good person to look up to during the war and all that. He drew it around that time and just
and now it's hey and in this context it's something we still need.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's he was a good man.
He was the best.
And he'll Excelsior in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Is there anything else you want to talk about him?
I remember he was always the funniest dude too.
Oh yeah.
And I loved his voice. I loved his New York accent.
Yeah. I feel if you can hear him across in the house with one of your family members or just watching a Marvel movie or anything. Hey, it's Stan Lee.
Yeah, you can it's one of those you can't miss his voice. You can't not mistake his voice. Like Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, man.
I want to say...
What a man. Godspeed.
The one thing that's
you magnificent bastard.
Yeah, the one thing that's going through my head at this point is just... his last cameo. Because I know there are, a few movies going to... I know there are, a few movies that are in production for, Marvel and all that. Captain Marvel, Avengers 4, Spider-Man Far From Home. Because I know those wrapped up. I'm not so sure for Avengers 4.
I think he might.
I'm not so sure. I haven't got news about that. I know they had to reshoot a few scenes, but yeah, something like that. And I honestly feel it's gonna be really sad for everyone to see that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he was the most happiest guy. No matter what, he was always happy.
Yeah, like even through like I remember like even like his last few years, he had like stuff going on in his life that was so rough, but he powered through it, and he was still like he still had that upbeat attitude.
Yeah.
Classic Stan Lee sort of thing. But yeah, like if nothing else, his characters will live on forever.
Yeah, and so will his legacy, like you said.
Yeah. His legacy, like, dude, his legacy was probably never gonna die at this point.
Yeah, he will never die.
He may have been dead in real life, but his soul lives on.
In the Marvel Universe.
Yeah. If that doesn't sound pretentious at all.
Yeah, like... I'm sorry for not...
Hey, Lakeith Jones. Sorry we kind of started this off on a bummer.
Sorry, it's just... I'm sorry, it's just, like, something we really have to talk about. I wasn't gonna, like, you know... Like, keep you guys waiting about it. I just, like... I just had to say it.
I feel like it's better that we talk about it now and not just, like, have as, like, a... Alright, let's talk about all the good stuff, and hey, guess what? Stan Lee is dead.
Yeah, I didn't want to be like the dick that was just like, you know, hey guys, so this happened to me this week. Also, this happened. No. It's just like, if something like this that we, like, truly love, like, been here for years, and all that, I would definitely talk about it first.
Yeah.
And, like, I know I'd usually do, like, some weird intro about, like, you know, Miss saying, like, you know, the whole spill, like, you know, hi, welcome to something something cast.
Chili's.
Hi, welcome to Chili's, or something cast like that. But just, like, not this time. It's just, like,
yeah,
it's different.
It's a different, and I feel like that's funny we say that considering we have a Grinch, Shrek in the background. You know what? Let's actually, we've started off on a sad note. The good thing is, it's only uphill from here.
Exactly.
Because, so do you want to continue on the discussion, or do you want to go to the next topic?
I want to continue on this later in the podcast.
Yeah, like,
but till then, let's talk about what we've been doing, man.
Oh, I've been doing a shitload of stuff, man.
Go ahead.
I've been going to a film festival, actually.
Oh.
A local film festival, the Loft Film Festival.
How was it?
It was actually really good. I saw, like, a number of, well, not a lot, like 4, but, like, all 4 of them were all really interesting, good stuff. One that I saw that I'm really excited for, because it'll be on Netflix in December, called Roma, is, like, a Spanish film, but it's, like, by one of my favorite directors, who did Children of Men, Gravity, and weirdly enough, the 3rd Harry Potter film.
Really?
Yeah, which, you know, it's funny because that one is, like, the undisputable best film of the entire series, because everyone said that by this point. But yeah, like, I saw that, which was great, and I saw a bunch of, like, interesting little experimental films, but it was a good time. Then I went to work, and then things got less fun, because, so, as our little poster insinuates, The Grinch came out this weekend.
Yeah.
And, there were a lot of kids at the theater, and a lot of them spilled all their fucking drinks, like, in all the theaters, so it was, like, the worst time to try to clean that up. And are you trying to insinuate something, Raphael?
No.
Okay, fine. I'll continue.
I'm trying to lighten up the mood. I'm sorry.
God damn it. Anyways, but yeah, like, that was kind of a crazy night, but, like, it was pretty chill for the most part. Then, like, halfway through working, I was, like, cleaning up a bathroom, like, you know, cleaning up, like, the little stall area, making sure it was all good. I saw this guy, like, knock on the door of, like, a closed, like...
Bathroom stall?
Yeah, bathroom stall. And I was like, dude, someone's in there. And he was like, hey, dude, I need to go in there. And I was like, I don't know what he wants, but whatever. Then, like, I just see him, like, dart over to the trash can. I saw, like, something, like, spill out of his hands, like, for a second. And then I was like, is he gonna do what I think he's gonna do? And then he just fucking pukes all over the trash can, and in the process, all over my broom and butler. And I was just like, I kind of just stood there for a second being like, what do I do?
You clean?
Yeah, like, I know that, but, like, and like, 5 seconds later, he's like, hey, dude, do you want some water? He's like, yes. So I got him, like, a glass of, like a little cup of water, gave it to him, and he was like, thanks, dude, sorry about that. I was like, yeah, no problem. And then, like, and I was like, you know what, it's whatever. Then I looked back at the puke, and I was like, you know what, actually, no, whatever, fuck you.
Yeah, there's no whatever, like, you puked all over your stuff, and you have to clean it.
Yeah, like, I gotta, like, the stuff that I used to clean got puked all over, so I had to get, like, a new one. I had to mop it all with, like, a freaking, like, mask and, like, gloves, because it was, like, it was, like, you could see the popcorn kernels in the puke. It was pretty gross. To say the least. And this was all happening while a theater for The Grinch was exiting, so there's a shitload of, like, kids and people, like, going in the bathroom all at once. In this little boxed corner while I'm trying to, like, clean up the trash can and the little floor where puke is all over the place, and it was not a fun time.
Yeah.
It was not a fun time.
I bet.
It was.
Yeah, but
you don't have to bet.
I bet.
Bet. But
oh man.
Yeah, that was a weird night. And then I got a stomach virus the day after. And I was like, was it from the guy who fucking puked all over my shit?
Probably.
Asshole.
Did you barf?
Huh?
Did you barf?
Yeah.
Then there you go. That's your answer.
Fucking prick.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, anyways, that was my past couple of days.
So, since we got a work story, alright, since I'll continue on that. So, for me, I discovered that I'm gonna do Black Friday. And it's my first time doing Black Friday, so I can tell by the face that, like, it's not gonna go well. But, at the same time, I'm kind of ready for it, you know? I'm ready to deal with people, like, you know, I clean an area, I go back, 5 minutes later, it's a bigger mess. I'm ready for that, like, no joke.
That was blessed you. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a demon. Yeah.
You almost barfed on me.
Yeah, but I'm ready for it. I did ask a few people who did it before. You see, I talked to my manager. I'm not going to say his name. Let's just say Dave. Phil Dave. So Phil Dave told me that, like, you know, he gave me a face.
He gave me, like, are you sure about that?
Yeah, like, I can tell you that, like, every minute it's going to be a nightmare, but it'll be worth it. But, you know, extra pay.
Good money.
Yeah, extra pay. Like, I get more hours out of it, so, like, it helps. And then I asked another person when I was doing closing yesterday, asking about it. At first, they were completely honest with me, like, you're going to wish that you were dead. And I'm like, all right, that's giving me, like, an idea what it'll be like for the next, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah, like it.
But yeah, I'll be ready. Like, am I gonna, like, suffer? Probably, but that's not until, like, you know.
You're gonna suffer for the good moolah.
For the good moolah, exactly. And I might have to stay in until 3, but who knows, in the morning. But yeah, it'll be worth it, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of have to do something similar for Christmas Day.
Oh, well, oh yeah. Well.
At least I get, like, twice the pay, though.
Yeah, that is true.
And also, I told my parents, and they're like, we'll just do all the Christmas stuff in the morning, and then you can get the good moolah for, like, 9 hours.
Yeah, the way how they're doing it for my family, since, you know, I told them, like, I'm working on basically Thanksgiving and Black Friday.
Yeah.
We're gonna have it early, and so, like, when it's time for me to head off, I'll be stuffed, like, you know, just, like,
fucking
good food.
Stuffed.
Yeah. And I will have a break, and then, like, you know, lunch, which is, like, 30 minutes, so that's good.
Yeah.
Pay, so I'm happy with that. But the only thing is that, like, when I tell them, like, guys, just bring me food. I don't want to, like, you know, spend anything, because, like, I know it'll be close around the time that I'll be, you know,
wanting to, like, eat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, and plus, I don't want, like, you know, caffeine to go in my, like Starbucks. I don't really want that, because, like, it's gonna go away for, like an hour, and then, like, I'll be, like, tired again. Like, sure, I get it, like, caffeine helps, quickly. But just, like, it's gonna go away for me, because, like, if I have caffeine, it's just extra energy that dies out quick.
Yeah, like, it's like a quick burst that just sort of, like, dies out.
So, my thoughts on that is just, like, no thanks, I'll just ask for you guys to bring more food. Because, like, I want good food, you know? Like, mashed potatoes, like... Potatoes. Yeah, stuffing, turkey. I know turkey makes you a little sleepy, but just, like, I gotta eat something, you know?
You gotta at least have some semblance
I could
of
have,
food.
like, protein. I don't know, something. I need something in my system.
Protein and, grain.
Exactly. And some greens.
Greens.
Peas, or some other stuff. I don't know. Yeah.
Carrots. But... yeah, well, good luck with that then.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't want to die by the end of it.
Definitely. Hey, do you want to talk about Thanksgiving stories? Like families and all that?
The only thing I could say is it mostly just revolves around racist uncles.
Hey, same here. High five. High five. Yeah. 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 Please don't say that word. Please. Don't. Please. Oh, man.
I remember, like one time my uncle got, like...
wasted?
Yeah, well, like, not wasted, but just, like, mildly drunk. But, like, he can't hold alcohol very well, so he just started, like, going on a freaking ramble about, like, I forget what it was, but it was essentially, like, something about, like, how, like, I think it was, like white people and African Americans shouldn't like date each other, and I was just like, I'm gonna go to my bed.
I'm gonna go to my room now.
I'm gonna go to my room and be like, the fuck,
yeah,
dude, that's a bit fucked, ain't it?
I couldn't go anywhere. Like,
yeah,
I had a similar situation like that, except he wasn't drunk. It's just like
he just said it consciously.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like I couldn't go to my room because that was really rude. And plus, like, I had to talk to like other family members and all that. So
here's the thing,
I was stuck.
He was the one that's being rude, though.
Oh.
To be real, though, I mean, unless is most of your other family like that, or
no.
it's just okay?
No,
it's just him. Cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think.
To be honest, like, I don't really see most of my extended family besides like in family reunions, but I haven't done that in like 3 years for very obvious reasons. Well, for one, like, because like I can't really connect with most of any of them. Like I'll meet up with them. Most of them are like in like the Texas, Colorado area, and I'll go over there and they'll be like, "Hey, like sports?" And it's like, "No." Do you like cars? And it's like, I drive them.
Do you like girls? Yeah, but
let's change the subject.
Yeah, like I hate it when they get to that. Like, you know, like
it's
like, get out of my love life, man, please.
Oh god, I have a I'm not gonna say like names or anything, but I have like a cousin who is.
You can make up a name. You can say my name.
I'll say his name is Raph. Yeah, I'll say his name is
Raph.
Raph.
Hi. Okay, so I'm your cousin. All right.
Okay. I decided to change that. All right. His name is John.
Aww.
I had a cousin whose name is John who my worst uncle found out was gay, and so like he got like weird about it, like unnecessarily weird about it.
Oh.
And yeah, like that's the thing is like that's the kind of family members I have in my extended family where it's like we don't really consider you our son anymore, but we still kind of want to support you, I guess. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck does it have to do with anything?
Yeah, that doesn't have to do with anything. If they just want to be gay, just want to be gay. Like,
yeah,
right?
but like that's
they're still the same person. It's just like they like the same sex. That's it.
Yeah, like
nothing
why
else.
Why does it matter that much to you guys? But like that's what kind of family members I have in my extended family. Like my actual like family members that I have here, like home, are like sensible, nice people. But yeah, like every time I go to family reunions, I have to hear something like that, or like, you know, what my fucking uncle said, like while being a little intoxicated. And so it was like a weird time, and I'm just like, why the fuck am I here?
No, I get that, man. It's just like really awkward and trying to like, how did I get here? Like I have like some family members, like there's at a point in time that they kind of hate each other, like on my mom's side. For over some stupid thing that happened at at a birthday party. Yeah, like then they got over it. It's just like, what was the point in that?
Why
just,
did you guys get mad at nothing?
So what? You didn't. So what? They made a joke, or they forgot to bring like a specific gift.
Yeah.
Like big whoop. It's you guys are still family. You don't have to try to cut each other.
I'm gonna cut you for not giving me that little Minecraft toy.
I wanted that blender.
I wanted blender for Christmas.
I was going for like an actual blender, and he has a knife. She's like, I wanted that blender from Kohl's.
I wanted it from Sprouts.
They don't have blenders from
That's
Sprouts.
a joke. I know that's a joke. It's like they ask for something that doesn't exist.
All they serve is like hippie stuff
and good chocolate.
And it always smells funny there. I'm not gonna lie, like soap.
Fair enough.
I mean, like they got big bars of like one of those big bars of soaps. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
they look like
remember,
rocks, but they're like soapy.
They look like granite.
Yeah. Yeah, that's even better. Like they look like granite. It's just like it's big and it's like terrifying. Like, why do you need that?
But yeah, like anyways, now like with time I understand more why people like celebrate Christmas like just to skip over Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving is shitty kind of. Except for, I mean, like honestly, I don't really like Thanksgiving food all that much. I ain't a fan. I like turkey and mashed potatoes are fine, but like fucking
everything else.
Like it just like it feels. It's the kind of food like after you eat it, you feel like a fucking gluttonous piece of shit.
Like you feel fat.
Yeah,
I feel like that too, man. It's all
like,
good.
Fucking like I'd love to have like a Thanksgiving dinner where I have like freaking stir fry or something like that. That would be like lovely.
Or just like something small and simple.
Yeah,
like a little turkey.
Yeah. Fucking like the only other thing I think of
this can and all that.
The only other thing I could think of that I would like at Thanksgiving is like chili, I guess.
Chili.
Chili's good.
That's new. I haven't heard that before.
I don't know,
like,
my
chili
family...
Thanksgiving. That sounds pretty good.
My parents sometimes do chili over cornbread.
Sounds pretty good.
It's good stuff. But,
sounds really good.
But yeah, like that. But like everything else for Thanksgiving food is like, bleh.
Just bleh.
Yeah, ain't a fan. But yeah, that's Thanksgiving for me. And your final thoughts on Thanksgiving?
Honestly, I just like the food, and like
Fair
if family is nice for once, depending on like which side of my family is coming.
Yeah,
it's all good. As long as it's just like not a lot of alcohol, or just like they get political, you know. But if it's just them talking about what they've been doing, that's completely fine by me, you know.
Yeah, sometimes some family members just make it political for no reason.
Definitely, because they want to. I feel that they just want to hear their own voice, or they just want to like start something with like a person they don't like.
Yeah, like,
and see if they can win. Then it backfires when they lose or something like that. You know what I mean?
Or backfires when they just like don't care and they don't have any interest in what you're saying. Seriously, it's I feel fat all the time, but I see it as a problem. Seriously, it's a problem.
Marco, calm down. Come
Marco,
on. Marco,
you're fine.
Eat more turkey. Just don't worry about it. You keep eating more turkey, alright? You'll be good.
You're a good boy.
Yeah.
You probably have more athleticism than I do, so at least you have that going for you.
Alright, so...
let's talk about things.
Alright, so we forgot to do this last time. Adventure Time ended.
Yeah, we forgot to talk about that, and I was actually kind of bummed that we did, because...
yeah. Like, we talked about it right before we started, and then, like, we forgot.
Yeah, we forgot to mention it. Yeah.
I was supposed to bring it up, so...
Oops.
You can blame it on me. Like, I forgot.
I blame it on you, Raphael.
I did it. I certainly did. I forgot. You hear that? You hear that, Nick? I forgot. I'm forgettable.
Everybody in the chat, blame Raphael, alright?
Blame me. Blame me.
Type in blame him on the chat.
Hashtag blame Raphael.
Yes. Make that the new hashtag. Anyways, we're now going to use that hashtag for any time you mess up.
Alright,
just
cool.
so you know.
I'm down with that. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah, like, Adventure Time ended, and that was super crazy to me, because that was... like a show that went on for a good while.
Yeah, a long time.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah.
And it was like something I remember like seeing when I was like 9 years old and like being like, oh, what's this weird stuff?
I was
I don't
like 10
it.
or something around that time.
Yeah, like I saw like stuff for it at first and I was like, this is dumb, this looks silly, and then I actually watched it. I was like, hey, this is pretty good.
I was the exact opposite. I was like, I'm ready for this show. I thought the intro was gonna be so epic, but then just like the whole song, like, wait, what? Because like it was around 9 o'clock at night, showing the premiere. Me and Margot were watching TV in our room, and we're just like super so. You ready, man? Yeah. And then just like the intro, like, what was that? And then just like I believe the first episode that aired was like The Businessman. That was Frozen.
Oh, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first one that they showed, and then like the official one was like the party zombie thing.
Oh yeah, the zombie summer party episode.
Yeah. That was the first one, but the original one that they showed on air was... I know I'm being a big nerd for this, but I just remember it so well. Like, it was just like the businessmen. They were trying to work on, like, a gauntlet thing.
Yeah, they were making the gauntlet, and then, like, soon they hired them, and they're like, hey, we don't need to work
and then they got fat.
Yeah.
And then at the end, Finn just stayed fat.
Yeah.
That was a good episode.
That show is like I rewatched episodes like when the finale happened, and I forgot like how genuinely funny that show is.
Yeah, I mean, like, sure, there were like a few episodes that were bad. I can admit that.
Every show has that.
Yeah, but then like it got like good.
Yeah,
and then just like interesting story how they did it and all that. Trying to move on to the next big thing, which is a bit of a challenge for some shows, but just like.
Yeah.
Knowing the chemistry of the show really...
Yeah, especially if, like, the main two characters, I think, are, like, so much fun.
Yeah, and we it kind of showed how, like, the characters changed. I want to say mostly Finn, because first he was, like, a fighter, ready to, like, kill anything, but now he's just, like... He's thinking, you know?
Yeah, like, his mode of action isn't just to fucking, like, kill everything.
Yeah, or stab anyone in the eyeball, but it's more like, like, guys, we don't have to fight. Yeah. Like, fighting is for this, not for that.
Yeah, like, he found more of a civil way of living.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was like one of those shows that like I watched it with my brother like when we were younger, and it was like something we'd watch every single day. And like I think back and it's so like creative and like the designs and like like worlds that makes, and so much fun too.
Yeah.
Like I love like kind of just the atmosphere of every episode.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorites is probably the freaking maze episode.
The maze. Oh.
The one where like Jake has to like use
like he has
himself
to
as
keep
a
stretching for those like sausage soldiers or something.
yeah, the fucking like hot dog soldiers.
Yeah. Those are. I want to say my favorite episode was with. I'm trying to remember. I have like two. One where Jake forgets about Finn the whole episode, like when he's trying to find him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like teaching him how to dance and all that. Or the one about Ice King. I do like Ice King. Like Ice King is like one of my favorite characters.
They also have like such a fun variety of characters.
Yeah.
That all had like interesting little stories behind them too.
Yeah. Oh, it was the island one where like Ice King like goes to an island. That's my favorite one. Because like he thinks like you know we're broken up, Gumhead. I'm out of here.
I'm out here.
I would have to say that's one of my favorite episodes because like it's just him and that's it, and a big giant talking lady island. That's it.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
Ice King was such like a fun character because he's just kind of a fucking like lonely, pathetic asshole, but he's also like relatable too.
I remember one where he was like invited to a party. That what?
Yeah, I think.
And just like he dressed up Gunther like a princess.
I forgot about that episode.
No way, I've changed it. That's my favorite episode because like he's just like trying to find a way to get into that party, like party poopers, sour pusses, just like lemons on cats, and then like rabbits eating lasagna and then shitting.
The fucking that show
just
was
left the bag.
Some of those episodes are just like fucking golden.
Yeah.
I also like.
I love that one. That's my new. I just realized that was a good one too.
Yeah.
I feel like anything with Ice King is a good one.
Yeah, Ice King is
like
just
relatable.
Yeah, Ice King is just like a fun character. Also, I also just like Tom Kenny.
Tom Kenny is always a legend.
A legend.
He's a legend.
Fucking legend.
All right, so. What else were we gonna talk about? Should we talk about more about Illumination?
Let's talk about the fucking like most mediocre animation corporation in the industry.
Illumination. Now the reason why is
my
god, you bastard!
I fucking died trying to say Illumination.
You almost did. All right, but well, let's just do a little bit of history on Illumination. So I don't know that much, but just like the first thing that they ever started with was, you know, Despicable Me and all that.
I can actually.
You got
it was Horton Hears a Who.
Really?
Because you know how like.
Oh shit! I did not know this. I forgot about that.
The one with fucking Jim Carrey, where there's a sequence where he pretends he's an anime character.
Oh, they've been here since 2007. Oh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, and even then they were mediocre.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Huh.
But yeah, like that's. I can actually look this up, but I'm pretty sure that's how they like started off originally. Was
I think so because I haven't heard of I haven't heard any news about their old stuff because like the main thing like when you think Illumination is just like Minions now.
Yeah, it's like Despicable Me, the Minions, that sort of shtick.
No, I'm just saying just like Minions, not the movie, just like annoying little yellow freaks.
Fucking little yellow tic tac pieces of
little
shit.
Tic Tacs. Cringe of the internet, scary stuff that
they yell and it's funny.
They speak
what?
They speak they speak like different languages, and yeah, that's basically I saw like a little like intro about like the creation of the Minions. It's basically a guy who knows like a lot of different language. He's like bilingual and all that, and he knows like so many languages. He just mashed it all together. So when you like know one, you can somewhat understand them and all that.
Yeah. Also, I just realized. So I guess they didn't technically make Horton Hears a Who, but like all the people that are in Illumination kind of came from like Blue Sky Studios, like Ice Age and.
Oh, so
Robots.
Was the first one Minions?
Their first one was Despicable Me, so technically Despicable Me was the first
Despicable.
one.
My bad. I mean, Despicable
Me.
All right, yeah. So
I
was kind of right. Yay.
Yeah, you were technically right.
But... Oh, I was right.
But yeah, like essentially.
Okay.
The studio started.
I feel smart a little. I feel smart. All right, cool. I know my biz of animation studios. All right, cool.
But yeah, like it mainly kind of started off from like a group of employees from like
Blue Sky.
Yeah, Blue Sky. Yeah, that just sort of came together as like let's make our own different studio, even though it's just going to be the exact same as the previous one.
Yeah, same art style. But,
basically,
yeah.
yeah. The same ugly looking art style.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they started Despicable Me, then they made like
a few more crap that I don't want to get into. But let's get to the main one that recently came out.
Their newest release, their masterpiece of cinema. It's
the Grinch.
It's the Shrinch.
It's Shrinch. So, do you want to talk about the soundtrack?
Yes. Okay. So I have not seen the Grinch film yet.
I haven't seen it either.
The only thing I know about. Yeah, me too. The only thing I know about, it has the weirdest fucking track listing of any film I've seen so far this year. Like it has like, you know, there's obvious stuff like like old 50s, you know, Christmas songs. They're like, jolly old gay time and have a good old time and mistletoe, listen to little things. Then it like goes to fucking like Brockhampton, Run DMC, and then like songs made specifically for the film by Tyler the goddamn Creator.
Like, it's really weird for like him to like, you know, be a part of that.
Yeah.
The fact, like, if you listen to like Goblin and like Flower Boy,
yeah,
and, like a Bunt and like Cherry Bomb, I think that's it.
Yeah, Cherry Bomb.
Cherry Bomb and all like, you know, his other good albums, especially Tamale, which is a song which I really like.
Yeah,
it's really hard for him to like keep it like family friendly. And like, I listened to the Grinch song, I listened to that, and I'm like, how did you do that? Yeah. How, man? Like, isn't that a little hard? Because like,
yeah, like
trust, like, I don't know. It's like, if I had to do something like that, yeah, it'd be really tricky for me to like, you know, keep it like family friendly. You know,
keep it straight. Yeah,
keep it straight. Trying to not like, you know, just
like throw F-bombs everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
What if, you know how like with Black Panther there was like a soundtrack that came out? Oh, sorry, that was like, you know, like explicit, like, you know, parent advisory.
Yeah, I listened to that.
What if like in the next month we get that for the Grinch? Like, there's like a whole like 15 songs by Tyler that's like, you know, the Grinch is a fucking asshole piece of shit. Fuck him.
You mean like litter?
Yeah.
Like fireworks and all. He talks. It feels like litter, and then like he gets to the deep try. Like, I'm a fat boy. I'm a like, you know, you get to work no more and all that.
Yeah, like exactly.
That would be interesting, man. I'd love to hear that. Just like
genuinely though, I would listen to it just because I'm kind of like, I need some more Tyler in my life.
Yeah, I feel like that could work for the Grinch. I know this sounds stupid. I feel like it could work for the Grinch. Like, the world around him, the inside is just like, you know, he's a shithead, all that, and all, you know.
Yeah.
Grinch, like, he's. I don't know.
What if we had like the Grinch as like a musical, but it was all just like music that was narrated by Tyler the Creator?
That'd be interesting.
And like, it didn't care if it was like family friendly. Like most of it's just family friendly, but they just say fuck every once in a while.
Yeah.
I that would be like the dumbest idea, and I would make no money, but I'd watch that.
All right, so since we talked about the music and all that, are you ready to hear the news?
Yeah, tell me about it.
All right, so Illumination are thinking, well, they already have the rights, and I'll explain that later, and I'll explain that after I finish the sentence. Illumination has the rights to Shrek, and they are thinking of making a reboot of the Shrek franchise. Now, you're probably wondering, like, but how do they have the, like, you know, rights to it? Like, won't they have to, like, buy it off DreamWorks? Well, here's the thing. Comcast owns Illumination and DreamWorks, so therefore they can, like, you know, easily, like, you know, use that project with no problem whatsoever. And the company just basically gave it to them, just like, oh yeah, you can have this. Here you go, son. Yeah, your other brother had this, but you can have this now.
Have it, brother.
Please, go ahead. We want a reboot of it.
Brother, have the reboot.
And Shrek was around the time that just, like, Disney was going low on, like, films, so it was perfect for their time to, like, you know, strike. And I would have to say Shrek is, like, a, you know, it's a good movie. I like it. Like, it kind of, like, it holds up a bit of just, like, today when you look back on it. And it basically just made fun of, like, you know, Disney films.
Yeah, it essentially was just, like a Disney parody film, essentially.
Yeah, basically making fun of it, and also the message that, like, anyone can be the hero.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't have to be, like, Prince Charming, and then the second one, Charming was the villain, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I thought that was, like, perfect, and I would have to say the internet's not happy about it.
I could understand that, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, some say it's a masterpiece. You can't change it, and I agree with that. You can't change it at all. But also, people are also saying like more memes.
More memes.
More memes.
I mean, Illumination is basically kind of, at this point at least, a company that sort of runs its decisions through memes, I'd say.
Yes. That Screaming Goat over and over. I love to hear that Screaming Goat that happened in 2014. I love hearing that so much.
I love it so much.
I love it. I want to hear that in every Illumination movie. Every Illumination.
Every movie.
Yeah.
And also, you know, like, I feel like it's kind of a meme to, like, get Tyler, the creator, to make, like, music for a family film, if you think about it.
Yeah.
And
hold up. I want Tyler to do the Shrek album.
What? No, like, what if, like, it's,
I
like...
want to do Shrek.
What if, like, fucking, like, DJ Khaled does the soundtrack for fucking Shrek?
What if, like, the Marshmallow does it?
Fucking goddamn it.
I don't even listen to his music, but I bet he'll do it.
Kendrick Lamar
I bet he'll do
soundtrack.
it. I bet he'll really do it, because money, and then, like, other, like, stupid pop stars on the internet's probably gonna do it too, or some crap, and then it's just gonna be more crap, and then you're ruining something that was already perfect, and I'm already heated, but just, you know, I know this is gonna happen because I've seen it before.
Have Kendrick Lamar do the soundtrack.
Stop it!
I'm just
that
saying.
could happen.
I have planted the idea, and I will see it come to fruition.
I want Pharrell Williams come back and do the Shrek album, just like how he did Despicable Me, and then Despicable Me 2.
You know what I just
realized? Did he do Minions?
No, I don't think so.
Do Minions.
I also...
Go back to the movie and do Minions.
You know, sometimes, like, I feel like it's better to just have, like, music by, like, regular, like, music score professionals rather than, like, people who, like, make, you know, regular music. My main example for that is, like, the soundtrack for Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is, like, genuinely one of the worst soundtracks I've ever heard. You saw the movie, right?
Dude, I've seen it. I've listened to it, and
the fucking,
I can agree.
What was the electricity man's name? Electro, yeah. His theme was like this, like, ominous, like, and then like Pharrell Williams comes like, he lied to me, he hates me, he's very...
Sorry for the viewers who had to hear that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But but no, I get you, man, yeah. But what about The Amazing Spider-Man 2? Like, you know, the beginning intro, just like how he's just, like, gliding down and all that.
That was pretty cool. I like that. But, like, music-wise, though, like, also, as I forgot that there was a Kendrick Lamar song in that movie. Oh, it was so bad. But
oh my god,
yeah, it do be like that sometimes. But yeah, so Illumination, gonna make Shrek. I'm gonna get all the Green Boys.
Yeah.
Next, there's gonna be Kermit. Kermit, you hear that? He's right here, by the way.
Let me go get him.
Get Kermit so we can nail him to the cross of Illumination Studios. I want to get that Jesus on the cross look. But yeah,
he's like right here.
Yeah. Tell him, fuck Illumination.
Fuck Illumination. Disney owns me. They already put me on the cross years ago.
They put me on.
Alright, let's just... Oh, dude. Alright, so...
Man.
What else is on the list?
I have
our heads.
I have some trailers I want to talk about that just came out today.
Yeah.
It was a fucking weird day for trailers.
Really?
First is a teaser trailer for Toy Story 4.
What?
Yeah.
You serious? Okay,
yeah.
That's all I got. I gotta do that after this podcast.
It's not a whole lot. It's like one of those teaser trailers where it's not really much of anything, but it's like, hey,
I do have news about that, actually. I do have news about Toy Story 4.
Oh, is it the Tom Hanks thing where he said, like, he was distraught after, like, finishing, like, the film?
Yeah.
Me and like a couple of friends were like making theories, like the ending is just like
Woody dies.
No, like all of the toys are killed and like Woody and Buzz are the only ones, and then like Woody tries to fucking tries to choke Buzz, but then like he can't because he can't just bring himself to do it.
You know, I heard this was a prequel.
Was it? Is it?
Yeah. Like, I heard that was, like, Bo Peep and all that. Like, how, like, they met and then probably the...
Huh.
I don't know, I heard something like that. Or just maybe how she went missing, or she died, or she mysteriously broke.
I don't know.
That's my theory. Like, she was made out of glass. So.
The trailer doesn't seem to insinuate anything like that, but then again, it is literally just, like, a 1 minute, like, goof thing. But... The weirdest thing to me, though, about that trailer is the music that they used. The reason is, there's a film that I watched called Hereditary back in, like, June, July, you know, like a horror film. And that was genuinely, like, one of the most unnerving films I've seen all year. And for the Toy Story film, like, the trailer, they used the same end credits song as Hereditary. And I was literally having, like, both, like, wow, it's Toy Story, and also, oh god!
Oh,
Like having PTSD flashbacks while in the middle of, like, wow, nice nostalgia. So it was a weird experience for me.
It's gotta be weird.
Yeah. I feel lucky for anyone who didn't watch that film and have to have that song be completely ruined, because
like
now
drilled in your head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cuz I saw that film a couple of times, so like that song was like pretty nailed down into my mind.
I definitely feel people would try to make memes like that.
No, yeah, like no,
Something
people
like
already
that.
have. I made memes of it.
Oh, you did? Oh.
I posted I tweeted something out that said, like, I want to fucking sue anyone who thought it was a good idea to play the Hereditary end credit song in the Toy Story 4 trailer.
So what else came out?
And the next trailer, you ready for this? Are you sitting down? Because you're gonna want to stand up after this.
Alright.
Detective Pikachu.
Okay.
Yeah. Also
Ryan
not
Reynolds?
Yeah, with Ryan Reynolds. Not Danny DeVito. Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, it'll still work. They're both good actors.
I still want Danny DeVito.
I still want him to, but if he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to do it.
But like, it's so weird to me that this is like
what studio is doing
it's Warner Brothers and Legendary, like, you know, the studios that made like King Kong and
Oh, okay.
Godzilla.
Is Pikachu realistic or
Pikachu is like fuzzy, realistic looking. All the Pokemon
is
are
it
like
creepy?
It's both like cute but like uncanny valley also.
So all the Pokemons are there.
Yeah, all the Pokemons, Charizard, freaking
Do they talk,
Bulbasaur.
or is it just Pikachu?
It's just okay. So like, I don't even know what the fuck the plot is. So it's like this kid finds Pikachu with like a little detective hat,
yeah,
and then he finds out like, oh my god, I can understand like what he's saying. This is so new because I can't understand what other Pokemon are saying.
Oh,
So yeah, like, and then Ryan Reynolds, Detective Pikachu's like, listen, I know you don't need any Pokemon, but I can help you find what happened to your dad. And
your dad got murdered
and I'm
by Danny DeVito.
and I'm just like looking at this like, am I fucking like having a fever dream? Is this being made?
I kind of want to see all these now.
Yeah, like check it. Like I kind of want to see just out of like, what even is this?
What else? All right, just what else?
Those were the only two. But like,
that's it. I thought there were like 3 or something.
no.
Oh,
Did you want to talk about Bohemian Rhapsody?
yeah.
All right,
Sure.
I'll let you talk about it since you have more positive things to say.
Yeah. All right. So, I got a story about seeing Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm not going to talk about it. Maybe a little, but
Okay.
because like I want to talk about a few other stuff too.
Gotcha.
Kind of like the big thing that happened.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So, it was about a week ago. I think 2 weeks ago. Bohemian Rhapsody came out, and I was excited. Honestly, like, you know, I was really excited. I brought some candy corn in my pocket and all that already.
Fucking like illegal traitor. You're not supposed to do that.
Well, try and catch me. You can't catch me now.
I'll find you and I'm gonna fucking beat you until you give me your candy corn. Because I work at the theater you went to, so
Oh shit!
I'll find you.
Oh no!
I will actively beat you with my broom.
Oh no, no. I didn't think this through. Anyways, so we're basically it was me, my sister, and my dad. We all went to go see Bohemian Rhapsody. We were the first people there, and when we first went there, it didn't say Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh.
It said Littlefoot. Now, I didn't know this, but apparently, like, when people were complaining, like, oh, wait, is this Bohemian Rhapsody? Yeah, we just put on there because that was a film that was still showing.
Yeah.
So we waited for about 15 minutes, and, like, around the end, we saw, like, a stupid little photo of the Bigfoot and the Littlefoot taking a picture.
Yeah, that was the previous, like, film ending.
Yeah, it was basically, we saw that, and then we were the first ones there on the top, because the top, in my opinion, the top seat, like, at the end is, like, always the best, because, like, you get to see everything. And we didn't realize this because we weren't so sure if a lot of people were coming around opening night.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I was super wrong. There's like too many people coming in. Like too many.
Everybody came in all at once.
Yeah. And you gotta consider, I don't think I put in detail about this, but the theater they put it in for Bohemian Rhapsody was very small.
Was it like Theater 5?
Like next to the exit.
Okay, yeah, then it was either Theater 5 or Theater 1, which both are pretty kind of tiny in comparison.
Yeah, it was either one of those, because I'm not gonna lie, people were getting a little mad.
Like how cramped it was getting? Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Trust me. It was, I don't know why, but it was really dumb for them to, like, do that, since, like, it's opening night, and you can never doubt Queen and their fans, because people doubted them before. If this is what happens, like, a movie about them, put in a small theater, a lot of people are going to go see it.
Yeah. Well, I think, like, one of the things is, like, they already had it playing in, like, the 2 big theaters, like, the 4 big theaters that they had, like, at the time, and they're trying to, like, shove, like, some of their newer releases in, like, the smaller theaters. But I guess, like, they're like, we still need, like, one more screening so we can, you know, get the full amount that we need.
Really? Okay, that I did not know.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why, like, 12 theaters sometimes is a bit not enough. Like, especially even for, like, I remember when Last Jedi came out, like, they were having, like, basically put all of their theaters into the same film. But,
alright, that's good to know. But, like, yeah, it got a little out of hand, because, like, people want to see this, and...
Queen.
I want Queen! I want them to say, Ayo! Ayo!
Ayo.
They're alright! And then, overall, I like the film, of course, what you told me about the film, like, I can easily see it, but I really liked it. It was, like, you know, telling me a story and all that, like, one of those, like, a biopic. Yeah, my bad. It's just like
good.
Yeah. I want to say it was a documentary. It's just more like biopic.
Yeah, like biopic is when it's like not like completely like it's like a narrative rather than. Like...
I would say it's one of the good ones I've seen so far this year.
Yeah,
and usually I'm not really interested in one of those. But for this one, it really made me like love it. Yeah, I like the music, but. Well, you also what was the thing that you told me about like how they like set up the music and all that?
Oh yeah, I was just saying like.
Go ahead.
Okay, so is it time for me to talk about bad stuff? Or...
I mean, like, no, we can like blend it in too. Just like I can show the good parts and you can show the bad parts too if you want. Yeah.
For me, like, I love the soundtrack because like it's fucking Queen.
Yeah.
You can't beat Queen, but like the way that they used the soundtrack, I thought was a little lackluster because you know it's like concert scene, regular music playing, but like there was no like. Interesting way that they implemented it into the film. I thought it would be like fun if it was almost like a freaking like musical telling the story of Queen's like progression as a band like through their music rather than just like it literally just being played through a concert.
So just like a concert kind of transition by like the years.
Yeah, like have like their music play into the lyrics.
That is another thing I kind of noticed. Just like every time like they move on, it's just like a year, like, you know, a few years has passed and just like, you know, they're either at a concert or just like something else has come
just up. Sort of some weird transitions occasionally. But anyways.
I have to say that it's good, but just like one of my few problems I did kind of notice that like, you know, Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury. Yeah, I thought he was like, I don't know. It's just like how you told me, and then just like a few other things about like him. Like, when they told, like, you know, about the gay thing.
Yeah. Like,
I thought he was completely open with it. Like, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. He was, but, like...
That's how the film did it. Made it a little bit, you know...
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really confusing. Like, you know, the band was alright with it. But yet, how the film did it, like, it didn't really focus on the band's opinion. It was just more like, you know, they knew, but it wasn't a big thing, you know?
Yeah,
kind of like that one scene of just, like, he was at the house, like, what do you think? Well, you know, kind of gay. No, not the mustache the house. Yeah, like, I thought that was good, but also, like, when they did, like, the interview with them for, like, their album and all that, I was whoa, hold up. I thought he was, like, you know, it's completely fine with it. People knew, they knew. It's not a big thing, but...
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and...
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Like, some of the film kind of takes its own, like, liberties with, like, the stuff, which is, like, you know, it's a film, so you kind of have to occasionally. Yeah. But, like... They could have done a lot better. Yeah, and I can agree with that. Like, I still like the film, but it's just, like, good to, like, see the flaws of it. Yeah, like,
to make it a film that you can still, like.
It's not perfect, so, you know, be able to see why.
I don't think there is a perfect film, but...
No.
In your... Oh, no.
Batman and Robin. I don't know.
Batman and Robin, best film ever. You say any problem about that?
Oh, Venom. No, sorry, Venom.
Oh, Venom. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
Oh, I mean, did you want to say anything else about Bohemian Rhapsody?
If you love Queen,
you love Queen,
and just like if you want to know more about them, like honestly, go see it. And if you love the music, you'll probably have your favorite music. Mine is like Killer Queen.
Killer Queen.
I really love that one so much. I couldn't stop listening to that one.
Really loved God, what I really like Radio Gaga a lot. That's one of my favorites.
That's a good one. Radio Gaga. Radio Gaga. All right,
sorry.
So you want to focus on Venom?
Yeah. I don't know what I feel like. Did we talk about it last podcast, or were we just mainly?
We did talk about what we're expecting, but since like it's been a month and then we saw it, we can have our own opinions now because we were hoping for stuff and all that. But since
now it's out.
All right,
it's out.
so
we can talk about
after
it.
this. We can talk about the big thing.
The big.
Since
thing.
it's like it is, Marvel. We can.
Yeah, that's a good point. We can transition.
Yeah, I mean you brought it up, so. Yeah.
Billy smashes a character with his man hands.
Yeah, he does.
Huh. Alright.
Alright.
Anyways, Venom. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You go first.
Alright. Best comedy of the year. Best comedy of the goddamn year. The funniest movie I've ever seen. 10 out of 10. I would watch it again. Which I did, actually. I watched it twice. I watched it twice. Not ironically, too. Weirdly enough.
But just like to understand it.
Yeah. Okay. Like, Venom is amazing because it is both funny in like moments when it tries to actually be funny, and funny in how bad its like serious moments are. It's like a perfect mesh, like a perfect meta, just self-aware shit soup. It is beautiful and I love it to death. Anyways, to you.
Alright, like I thought it was really interesting in my opinion. Like I liked it, but there was just a few parts that I didn't like. Like beginning, like it didn't really have a point. Like I know for one they put J. Jonah Jameson's son in it, like one of Jameson's sons. Like okay, maybe he has a role. No, he died. Just like that. Like oh, you died in the ambulance. That's an ironic place to die.
Oops.
Trying to save you. Hey. Yeah. But like I really hated the beginning because like it was too slow and it was just like there's no point. They just like cut that out.
Yeah.
And then what I would have done is just like see like Eddie at a bar and then slowly like talk about his background instead of just like showing like hey, I'm Eddie Brock. I don't shave. I interview people. I interview people. I'm professional about it. No, he doesn't look professional. He's just like hairy and he looks like he smells.
He definitely looks like he smells like in the middle of the film.
Yeah, I would have started off of him just walking in his apartment, like calling people, and just like when he walks across, it's just like Venom. Yeah. I would have started with that. I think that would have been good, and just like slowly talk about like talking to his ex and all that. Like do you still think about me? How's the cat?
Yeah.
How's the cat?
Oh yeah. How's the freaking cat?
How's the cat?
Yeah. I don't mind the beginning too much, mainly just because like again like that case of like weird execution, like the fucking music choice when he starts doing like his interview work is so funny to me because it like does not fit the situation at all. And I don't know, I
just want to start at the beginning like that in my opinion. Just like he goes to the bar, walks home, and then just like Venom.
I got a better idea. How about like the film starts off with like a segment where he's like going home and then he's like, oh shit, I feel hungry, I need to eat some stuff, and does like the whole like eating like a million tater tots all at once, and then you get like a smash cut to like the actual beginning of the story, just to get like that bit of context.
All right, yeah.
Be like, wait, what the fuck is he doing? And then you're like, oh wait, that's why he's like eating a million tater tots.
Oh, that would have been cool.
That it would have been funny too, because like the first scene would literally just be him eating tater tots.
I would especially liked if it was rated R.
It would have been fun. I don't know.
I feel like it would have worked for him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It just like the whole film would have worked if it was rated R to like push the limits of just like just showing the ripping off the head or just like stabs and all that. Since,
like go a little bit extra mile.
And you don't have to make Venom serious because like he is a goofy character in the comics too, but just
I think like I don't really mind that as much that it was PG-13, mainly just because they had to keep it PG-13, it kind of added some more funny elements to it.
Yeah.
Like the fact that like okay, so like that scene the whole scene where he's like, "Oh, we're gonna eat your arms and then your face, and you'll be like this turd in the wind." And then when he does eat the guy, I like the fact that like you look around, he's like, "Dude, he literally just ate that guy whole." And
he's fine. The most creepiest part is that he's fine with it.
Yeah.
I still remember Nick telling me that. Like, oh shit, you're right, dude. Oh fuck.
Yeah. Oh god. But yeah, like there's so many like little details. Like the fact that like Venom is like making jokes to like Eddie's like, "You're a loser, Eddie." And like
just like me.
Yeah, and then you find out later he's like, "You know, I actually connect with you because I'm a loser on my planet too." And I'm just like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, dude, like, is this supposed to be serious or a comedy? Because I'm getting more of a comedy feel.
This is a romantic comedy.
It
between a man and Gooey.
And a symbiote. A
symbiote.
There's fan art about it. I want to...
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Villain overall was a C.
Villain was it was
C for me.
It was pretty generic.
Yeah.
I just think the scene where he's talking to that one guy
about like God and sacrifice.
That was the funniest thing.
That was weird, dude. Like, whoa, don't put religion to this, man. Come on.
No, it's just funny because like that's like the most generic villain kind of like quote thing to do, and then he even does the whole like put his hand on the glass like, "Connect with me, my child."
All right, now kill him.
And then yeah, like he just fucking goofs him. And it's like, "Hat, I actually don't care about you."
All right, throw in the specimen.
Throw him the specimen. Oh god. And some of the visual effects are just like so like I don't even know how to describe it. They feel like a fucking like Spy Kids films effects.
Yeah.
At times.
Kinda.
Mainly just like I think it's just because of the fucking like weird mouth movement thing.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah,
but
I did like the scene with just like Venom going crazy, like, you know, suit up and all that. I did like that part of the film. Just like he was just fighting everyone and just beating up everybody. I thought that was great.
That was fun. Yeah, like, that at least had fun action. I don't think it was like the most well edited action, but it was still fun action. Like,
all right, I get you.
That's one thing I can genuinely say about the film is like the action was fun.
All right.
Do you want to talk about the big thing?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
We talked about it in the beginning. Now we can continue on it. So, since we already have news, this was just like fresh news that just happened.
Yeah.
What was your favorite movie?
Favorite Marvel movie or
Marvel movie and favorite character?
Well, I mean, definitely it's gotta be like one of the Spider-Man films because that's like. I have like a bunch of like childhood history of like the Spider-Man franchise, and yeah, like I love the MCU and whatnot, but like freaking love like the original cheesy Sam Raimi kind of like goofy, but like so like sincerely fun and lovingly goofy Spider-Man films. Like okay, this is gonna sound like a bit questionable, but I even like Spider-Man 3 a little bit.
Oh, that's all right.
Like
I don't judge. Just well, only in other stuff, but just like, yeah, go.
It's bad. It is bad, but like again, I just like the
suit.
The suit, just the overall like cheesy tone. I even like more like ironically kind of like that fucking like cheesy ass dance sequence that he has like when he's fucking emo Peter.
Just like dancing around like
yeah.
Ooh.
And I think like I think like the reason and like honestly the more I think about it, I feel like it's kind of brilliant because you're supposed to fucking hate him being this kind of character anyways, so him just like acting like trying to be cool but like everyone around is like, dude, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Kind of fits thematically.
I mean, if you can't just get rid of the music, he's just like dancing around like
yeah, that is one of my
there, ew, get away from me.
That's one of my favorite videos is the dance scene from Spider-Man 3 without music and with like diegetic audio because it just is so awkward. It's just like him going
stop. He's insane.
And then like everyone's just like, oh god,
you're disgusting. Get out.
Get out of my life. But yeah, like Spider-Man 3 is obviously the weakest one, but like I still like it.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 1 though is probably my favorite just because it's like so like Spider-Man 2 was able to like be more serious in like some general aspects, but Spider-Man 1 is just the most flat out goofiest like campiest thing, but also so like lovingly so. Like fucking Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin is the best thing.
That was good.
The best thing. Are you in or are you out?
It's just him talking to himself.
Out, Gobby. Out of your mind.
Man. Like Did you talk about favorite character?
Favorite character? Oh, of all the films?
Yeah. Or just like anyone in the comics too. Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. I really like Tony Stark's character arc, mainly because like you see him as like, alright, he kind of starts off as like an asshole billionaire, gets injured and learns to find like humility in himself and becomes like better because of it. But I also like the fact that like throughout the films he kind of slowly kind of falls back into becoming sort of the shitty asshole businessman, like with Civil War, where he's like trying to stop like Captain America from.
He's trying to be more responsible with the things he's done.
Yeah, but like not like he tries to be more responsible, but not in a responsible way.
Yeah, but not in the way that you think.
Yeah, and like
more like his way.
Yeah, like his character seems to just kind of be accidentally like falling back on that, and then like by like Infinity War, that like mental like that way, like his personality sort of kind of like bites him in the ass by the end, because like, ah, shit, I fucked up. I fucked up real bad.
And what I do now? Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's probably like the thing I find most interesting about his character is that like he finds like a moment of humility, but then accidentally like kind of comes back to being that sort of assholey character. But then like he kind of finds out that he's done that before it's like after it's too late.
Yeah, no, I getcha.
But yeah, what about you?
Me? All right. I'm trying to think. Trying to go all the way back. Oh, I do like Spidey.
Spidey is like, I love Spidey not as much as like Tony. I like him for like his character development, but like Spidey is like the most fun character.
Yeah, and I just remember like watching all the all the old '90s shows, especially the Spectacular one that was made in 2008, like right before like Marvel, right before Disney bought Marvel.
Yeah,
and all that. And favorite movie of all time.
Favorite Marvel.
I have to say either Infinity War or Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 is a good one.
Yeah, because like I didn't like it like for the longest time. The more I look back at it, like I did watch it, like yeah, this is really good.
It is a pretty.
Because when I was little, I didn't really like it because like he's not Spider-Man anymore. I don't like this.
Yeah,
but just like when I got older and just started watching it again, just like I get it.
Yeah, like
I get it now.
Why it's like that, you know?
Yeah, and like it was really nice. And like in simple and sweet, show like, you know, he doesn't have these powers anymore, and he's like, you know, trying to get out of the habits of just like, you know, like I can still save them,
but not through like this like
costume, web slinging, climbing walls, and all that.
Yeah.
But
then comes back to it in the end. He's like, maybe this is my way.
Yeah, and like it showed of like, you know, saving that little girl from the burning apartment.
Yeah.
With no powers whatsoever, showing that anybody can be a hero.
Anybody can do it.
But just, you know, limits.
Yeah. Also, that reminds me. Yeah. So, actually, from favorite Marvel movies, I just remembered. So, like, there's the Spider-Man films, but also, I forgot about Guardians 2. That's like probably one of my favorites, honestly. That's my favorite of the MCU, honestly. Because that was the first time I ever cried at a superhero movie, weirdly enough.
I haven't cried yet.
Really? Not even Infinity War?
No. Like, trust me, I was just like, that's interesting. Hold up. Yeah. Like, I told, like, my other buddies who does, like, cosplay for, like, Spider-Man and all that, like, my buddy James, my buddy Dave cried. Like, you know, like me, I was just like, really? I was just like, wow, that's interesting, huh? Who would have, like, that's new, like, I like it, but just like, wow.
You're more, like, they're all like, this is so terrible.
Yeah, like, you're told me that they were crying their eyes out. For me, it was just like, that's just weird.
Well, how are we gonna get ourselves out of this pickle?
Yeah, it was like, I was more like that, like, wait a minute. That's a bit weird, like, trust me, Marco, like, I felt weird, trust me, I felt weird. Marco would say, like, it's hard, like, Marco saw me, like, the reaction, just like, okay, that's interesting. Like, I felt sad, but at the same time weird, just like, it's weird, but it's also, I don't know, the more I look back, it's weird, but smart.
Yeah,
how exactly. They did it.
Yeah, like, the way they handled that.
Get rid of the most favorable characters, like Black Panther, Bucky, Falcon,
Spider-Man,
Loki. Because, like, trust me, I know a few people who love Loki.
Yeah, I do too. But, like, yeah, like, it's... Yeah. My feeling, honestly, after Infinity War was more just, like, genuine shock rather than, like, crying. Because, like, wait, that's it? That's how it's ending? Holy shit.
I think the reason why I like that film, because, like, it was an Avengers story. It was more of a Thanos story.
Yeah.
And I think we did talk about it, like, in the other podcasts and all that, but just, like, I don't know, just, like, I know I grew attached to all these characters for all the years, and especially reading the comics and all that. Like, thanks to Stan Lee and all that, just, like, everything, even the TV shows and all that, just, I don't know, it's just, like, I thought it was nice how they did it. And, of course, I do see some of the flaws of it, but just, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, like, that, honestly, like, if it wasn't for, like, the Spider-Man films and Guardians 2, like, that's also, like, one of my favorites from the series so far. But yeah, like, there's good ones in there.
It all came from a comic.
Yep, it all came from one, well, like, actually, two guys, but, like...
Oh, yeah.
Stan Lee's sort of the icon.
Yeah, he's sort of the memorable... Yeah, and trust me, like, what's the other guy's name again? I know I feel really...
Like, Jack Kirby, I think.
Jack Kirby, yeah.
I believe that's what his name is. Let me check.
I feel shitty for doing that, but just,
it's alright.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Stan Lee because of, you know, like, his sort of iconography sort of thing.
His stamp of approval and his cool, awesome catchphrase Excelsior and all that.
Yeah, just like his personality.
It's just like his good personality, too. He just showed how he really...
Okay, so Jack Kirby was worked on Captain America, Fantastic Four, Hulk, X-Men. Oh yeah, X-Men.
It wasn't?
You were not that calm during the snap.
Oh yeah.
Is Marco calling you out?
I think so, yeah. I don't remember. Like, I remember just, like, oh shit. And then just, like right after Spider-Man, I wasn't, like, crying. I was just...
kind of like, oh.
Like, oh, fuck.
Maybe it's like one of those things where it's like you're feeling a lot of things all at once, so it's hard to distinct like which one it was.
Yeah. What about you, Marco? How did you feel?
Yeah, tell us, Marco, if you're gonna fucking call out
me.
Raphael, yeah, like Raphael. How about you tell us, huh? Come on. Anyways.
Come on.
Do it. Anyways.
Sorry about that, but just...
Sorry, audio users.
But anyways...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either, man.
Yeah, like, I don't know how I felt during that, alright? It's been a while.
Yeah. But, like, yeah, like...
I'm surprised how he remembered.
It's sort of, like, the thing to me, honestly, is, like, it's odd to me, like, how influential the Marvel, like, the MCU has been to just the film industry as a whole, like, in the past, like...
years?
Yeah, like, it's only been around for a decade, too.
Yeah.
It's, like... It's sort of like, it's like the big thing at the moment. It's sort of like influencing not just like superhero films, but how a lot of films are being made, like kind of interconnecting universes and all that such. And it's interesting.
Yeah. It's interesting how they also try to, like, you know, like put all together and all, and I've seen like a few other companies try to do it as well.
And then fail horribly at it.
Yeah, like
Justice League.
I was gonna say Universal, Dark World.
Well, yeah. Well, that only just lasted for like one movie, so.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Oh, he still hasn't responded back. All right, yeah.
Nope. But yeah, like Marvel has left their impression upon the world. Yeah. I'm not sure like how. Like one thing is, I'm wondering like how much more longer we will be having these superhero films. Like, there's gonna be like a point when people are sort of like, you know, we don't really want this anymore. But like it's still going like insanely strong though.
Yeah.
So like who knows? Maybe we'll.
Maybe it's just the idea that just people love like, you know, different world and don't want to focus on like, you know, real world aspects from like what's going on recently.
Yeah, it's like
that's very understandable.
As long as the world's shit, we will need superhero films. Okay. Saying what the fuck happened. that was kind of like also me too as well, Marco. But yeah, like as long as the world's shitty, maybe we do need superhero films.
Yeah.
Maybe, and that, you know what, that's a good note to leave off on. That's a good note to leave off on.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for watching the Out of Sync Story, the once a month podcast and all that, talking about what we've done and what's been happening and all that. So, yeah guys, I'll see you next time, and Excelsior.
Excelsior into heaven.
Was it like this?
Yep.
Excelsior.
What a beautiful, beautiful man. It's gonna end in just a second, I swear.
I'm just kidding.
God.
I'm gonna keep smiling.
Sorry.
Excelsior.
Fucking Christ.
Excelsior.
Oh God, I hate using this.
Excelsior.